Welcome back. With us this morning, Brian Page is here. He is a singer. He's actually a tenor, and he's in a wonderful group, and you're going to have an opportunity to see that group perform this Sunday, December the 15th, and it will be held at 3:00 p.m. at Sacred Heart Catholic Church at 112 2nd Street Southeast. It's just right around the corner from us. Brian, got to know, how long have you been practicing for this particular concert?
Well, Debbie, the funny thing is that our group has been around for about 2 years, and we gave our first concert in Huntsville this past May, for which we practiced almost an entire year, just trying to get used to used to the voices together, used to each other singing together. This concert we've been practicing for about 6 or 7 weeks.
Have you really? Okay.
We have. We decided that putting a year into a project was a little too long. We ended up getting a little bored of the music after a while, I hate to say, in that year-long process. So we decided that to keep it fresh, we would compress the rehearsal time, and we've put this together in about 6 or 7 weeks.
That's neat. That's neat. I'm glad that you shared that with us, because you would think that a year would be a little bit too long.
Yeah. And again, it was having a new group. Yeah. You really want to get used to singing with each other and getting everybody's schedules together. Right. So that was a sort of a learning curve for us. Sure. So, but this one we decided that we're all professionals. We're all very busy. We all have families. So we couldn't take that much time to do this. So we got our music, learned it, and have come together to rehearse in about, like I said, 6 or 7 weeks.
That's great. Now, your group consists of 9 different members, and from all walks of life. How did you actually come together? How did everyone get together to, do you go to church together? You just know each other? How did that happen?
Well, like I said, about almost 2 years ago, a couple of people from in town approached my wife and myself, because we are both singers. She's a mezzo and sings alto in the group, and asked us if we wanted to get together to just to get together casually and to sing some early music, something that we used to do before we had children. And we jumped at the opportunity, and once we got together, we needed another bass, or we need some more sopranos, and so the group began to grow. And like I said, now we started off last year. We gave our concert with 8, 2 sopranos, 2 altos, 2 tenors, 2 basses. Now we have 3 sopranos, 2 altos, 2 tenors, 2 basses. And it's just a wonderful mix. And some of the people we've known each other for years. Some are new to town. Some of us, I don't have a DMA in music. We have a couple of people who have DMAs. We have some people who are teachers. I'm a church musician. But all of us have a true passion for not only for music, but for this early sacred music that is not often performed.
Absolutely, and let's talk about that just a little bit. Of course, medieval and Renaissance music for Advent and Christmas. To sort of take us through what we can expect.
Okay. Well, this music was all written around the time of the Reformation. So you had the split in the Catholic Church, and a lot of this music was. Some of it was Catholic, was written for Catholic services. Some of it was written for Protestant services, or became as an outgrowth of those splits. But one of the characteristics especially of medieval music is that it was an outgrowth of monody, or early chant, which consisted of one voice at a time. So some of the music is 2-part, some of the music is 3 parts, where you don't have that lush 4-part, sometimes 6-part texture that you normally associate with the later Renaissance or the Baroque, or even the classical era. Now, that's not to say that it's all 2-part. We do have a couple of pieces that are 2-part. We do have one piece that will be a Gregorian chant that will be sung. So we range from monody to 8-part split. We have one piece that is essentially a double choir, and we have, with 8 parts and 9 people, we practically have one on a part for each part. And so the voices intertwine and intermix, And one of the characteristics, again, of this music, even in this expansive 8-part texture, is that every line is melodic based.
Okay.
So the idea of melody and harmony, melody and accompaniment has not been really invented at that time.
Okay.
So each voice part is in itself very melodic and could be listened to as the dominant voice.
Okay.
We have a couple of pieces that we're doing that are from a parody mass.
Okay.
Where the composer has taken an existing chant and used that as the basis for the four-part texture in the piece.
Okay.
And so every voice is a derivative of that chant,
Okay.
that chant melody.
Okay. It's just going to be absolutely wonderful. You're going to not want to miss this. If for some reason you cannot attend Sunday, December the 15th, here locally at Sacred Heart College, they will be performing on Friday, December the 13th. That's this Friday at 7:30, Covenant Presbyterian Church, and that's on Drake Avenue there in Huntsville. And also on Saturday the 14th at St. Mary, and I don't think I can read all that.
St. Mary, the Visitation
Catholic Church. And that happens to be on Jefferson Street, which is downtown Huntsville. Is that correct?
Correct.
So there are 2 other times, and both of those at 7:30, and the one here locally at 3. Performing works, it's just going to be great. I'm going to hold this up. I know you probably have seen these around town, and if you have, this is the concert that we're talking about this morning with Brian Page, and he and his wife both are part of this group, and it's just going to be a wonderful time. You just encourage everyone to come out, don't you?
Oh, we do.
Get a blessing.
We really do. I mean, it's a wonderful time of the season, this Advent time. And there are a lot of opportunities for people to go out and to enjoy Christmas music of all different genres. And I guarantee that this will be one not to be missed because of the specific music that we're doing. Again, it's a lot of early music is not performed very often, so it will be a wonderful opportunity, and also to be able to perform in the space in Sacred Heart. I'm very thankful to Barry Stoner who's opened up and allowed us to
be there,
to help to coordinate that. Yes, because I mean it's a beautiful church. It's a beautiful space, and acoustically, it's just stunning.
I was going to say the acoustics in there have to be, for the type of music that you're doing, have to just be fabulous.
Absolutely. I went in there. I was down here in Cullman the other day hanging up posters, and I went into the sanctuary and sang a couple of things, just a couple of my lines, and was just in awe of the. I mean, there's at least a 2-second, if not a 3-second delay, and so the more stark pieces will seem much richer, and the piece that's the 8-part piece will just I just have a sense that it will just swirl around people's heads and be quite mystical.
I think so too. So you don't want to miss it. Now this is going to be this coming Sunday, the 15th of December, 3 o'clock. To get there a little bit early at Sacred Heart Catholic Church here on 2nd Avenue. And Brian, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas.
And thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you.
And we'll be back right after this.